Good evening. How you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
Just fine. Well, I am Shannon Lee. I am your therapist today, and you are Devin Burton. And what brings you to the office today?
Well, I've just been having some issues I'm currently in school right now, and I'm just having some scheduling issues, I guess, and it's really hard trying to get this done, and school and everything just going together. Like, I'm trying to figure out a way of what I could possibly do to, like, try to just make it fit so I can get done with it and be over with.
So it sounds like you are feeling tired, exhausted, because you have a tough schedule on your hands.
Yeah, more like exhausted at this time.
Exhausted. So with your scheduling, have you tried to prioritize it so that it would not be so mind-boggling?
Yeah, I try to prioritize it, but it's just hard because I'm putting my money in my school, and that's for my future. And then I have my job, which is my present money. So I'm trying to balance those two where I can both do those for my internship. So I'm having that issue right now.
So it sounds like you are kind of troubled because you cannot balance all of your activities, your school, and you want to make sure that you're able to work but still pursue your college life.
Exactly.
So tell me, how do your normal busy day go?
Okay, so my normal day, and it varies because the way our schedule is this semester is one week off, 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, because we have our internships in the meantime, so they don't want to keep us in class. So I may have, like on Monday, I'll have my class, and then I'm in there from 5 to 7:50, and then I leave there, and then I have to, like, in that class, we just kind of talk about our internship and the stuff that we've done, that we've experienced, and whatnot. Like, just kind of a recap for everybody, just a group recap. And then on Thursdays, my family class where, it's like family counseling. So, I mean, we do that too, but it just, technically I'm really taking it because I needed it to get financial aid. But, I mean, I thought it was also helpful too, because dealing with kids, you also got to deal with their families. But
Yes.
So, but that class too is kind of just like in the way, but it's not, that class doesn't really bother me at all. That's not really even the main focus. It's just mostly my internship and working that in. So once, like on the opposite week, I would technically kind of be out in the field after school, but I go to school I'm working from 7:30 to 4. And then I'm in the field from 4 to 8.
Okay.
So I may not make it home probably until about 10, depending where I'm at.
Yeah, you do have a very busy schedule. So from what I'm hearing from you, you are trying to be a counselor too. So you're going to need another counselor to be a counselor?
I might.
Well, what we're going to do is we are going to prioritize your list of daily tasks. So what I'm hearing is you're on and off on days that you have class or sessions that you have to do for intern, as well as you're working. And your days that you work are 5 days out of a week, correct?
Exactly.
And you're going from one job to your, might as well say, next job, which is your intern. So how do you fit eating, relaxation, as well as letting your brain just breathe in order to be productive in your sessions?
That's good because, like last night, I don't even think I remembered to eat. I just was like, oh well. And I fell asleep.
Okay.
So, and most of my relaxation is, it's funny, but I play this game on Facebook. It's called Kitchen Scramble. I don't know, it relaxes me. But once I finish all my lives on that, then I'm ready to call it quits and go to sleep. Like, it just relaxes me for some random reason. I don't know why.
Well, one reason is it's not providing you the same education or the same thought process that your normal daily habits have. You're not having to read, you're not having to do intakes, you're not having to ask questions, you're not having to deal with people on a regular job. It's letting you do things that's kind of tricking the brain to make it relax. Right. So it's taking you off your normal path. We're going to do a technique where you're going to be taken off your normal path again. But it's going to be done through meditation. Okay. So we're going to close our eyes. We're going to visualize your normal day. And then you're going to visualize what could you do to relax yourself in that normal day. Okay. Because you need to have a relaxation period so that your brain will be able to produce the right information for those you're trying to help. Okay? Okay. So before we close our eyes, I want us to go kind of step by step. We get up in the morning, do the normal cleanup. We have to be at work about 7:30, correct? And from 7:30 to 4, you're at work, your regular job that pays the bill. From 4, you're leaving there and you're going to the next job, which is your intern. So from there, you're there till about 8 or 9, and then you're home by 10, 10:30. Right. And what are you doing once you get home?
Playing the Facebook game and just do all of that. Like, that kind of relaxes me because it's just something that will just relaxes me because it's like a food game and I make the food and I gotta make it in a certain time and like if I don't, they get mad and they leave and I don't make my goal. So it's just like, man, okay. So it kind of just relaxes me. I don't know. I like games like that. The funny thing is, it's a time management game.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of one of those that's still keeping you on time.
Right.
So we got to get you off the time. When you were younger, how was your schedule then?
Very busy.
Very busy?
Busy for me, busy for my mom. I always stayed active, like, since I was 3, probably. I started with basketball, and then, like, Pee-wee basketball, and then I did karate, and then when I got a little older, like in middle school and stuff, I still did basketball. I was on the team at that time, and then I was in band, I was in student council, I was in National Honor Society, and I was just in everything and I was in this random class called Wet, Wild, and Wormy, where we dealt with the stuff, and I was probably one of the 2 girls that was in that class because we dealt with worms and bugs and stuff. Not any, so I was just always doing something because in track, I did track too, and band, track and band and all that. So, and then I was in the choir. So I was in everything, but I dropped choir in high school. But I did that from middle school, and I kind of carried mostly all of those other things. I was still in band, I took on dance, I took on tennis, track, basketball, student council, I wasn't a president, but I was an officer, class officer. And then I was in the American Patriotic Club. I was in a lot of stuff, just everything I had to be in for some reason. But it just kept me active, so I was always doing something. So I had to manage it then too.
And I do understand, because I too was an active person, and there became a steady pattern. I was active at a young age, I was active through my young adult life, and I was active through my older adult life, to the point that I was like, where is my me time? I'm exhausted by the time I lay down. I cannot process any more work. And what I do think about and what I do read, it does not even stay long. Right. So, since I do understand where you're at, that's the reason why I'm gonna give you the same technique I had to give myself. So, what you're gonna do you're gonna close your eyes,
Mhm.
and you're going to think about all of the things that you do in a one-day setting,
Mhm.
from major to minor.
Okay.
Anything that's minor